So then leaning further into just the role of director itself, you've been at the Lynden Heritage Museum for 2 years now?
No.
Are we going on to 3?
2020? Well, since 2018, technically, but as a director, 2022, 2023. So at least 3. Going on 4.
Going on 4. All
Yeah.
right. So in those 4 years, you've been able to do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I would think it's fair to say that you've been a successful director.
Yes, I would think so.
Yeah. What do you think has been your key to success at the museum?
Drive. Maybe a little bit of forcefulness. Unwillingness to give in on thinking that an idea seems out of maybe a traditional box that we were put in. And then also gaining the excitement about the change for the people that I want to participate in the change with me. So when you start out with new ideas, depending on who you're talking to, they're usually like, whoa, like you've taken it too far. Like I can't see it. I don't see how it's possible. There's just no way. And you're going like, okay, well, give me a moment. Let me get you some more information. And the drivenness to just make sure that I'm going to get 5 no's before all of a sudden they're like, oh, I get it now. Like we've been talking about this for 6 months. Didn't understand it until like right this second.
Right.
So it's the constant flow of talking points and information. And
do you think you have a particular moment in your 4 years of working there that really epitomizes that drive?
I would say not necessarily a moment, but I would say a moment once a year. So at the end of every year, I go through like a summary of everything that we've accomplished. But I start by saying, here's what I wanted to do at the beginning of the year. Here's what we actually did. What's the term where you understate but overdeliver?
Oh.
I don't do that with purpose, but I have a practical representation, knowing that if I can get them 75% of the way, I can actually get another 50% out of it, because just getting them through the planning part is everybody's biggest hang up. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of thinking. And sometimes it's a lot of talking. And if you're not on the same page, it's really hard to communicate. So every year we go through summary of the year and we go through lists. And I said, here's what our budget was. Here's how much extra we brought in. Here's how much we spent. Here's how much we still have in savings. It's a very good representation of really what we accomplished. Then I have a list of every event, how many people came in, and it gives us a very clear indication of actually how much we accomplished during the year. And if you went and asked any of those people if they thought that we would get to that point at the end of 3 years, after the first year, I guarantee you none of them would agree with you. They wouldn't. There's no way.
So it's been good growth then.
Yeah. And it's buildable. So the expectation is I'm not expecting out of year 3 what we did in year 1. Year 1, year 2, year 3, each year has a purpose. Each year you build on whatever you previously did. But the goal making is important because you got to get there so that you can get through the next year.